Okay, guys, breaking off the presses. Let's see. We got a new Dokkan Neo stream from the latest one in 1214. We have the Dragon Empire trial deck and cards revealed. Now, I'll explain what I mean by cards. So first, let's go with the main grade 3, which is going to be the only unit in the deck. I want to make that clear as we go into this, that this is going to be the only this dragon right here, the one you're seeing in front of your eyes. This is the only one in that deck that is going to have skills. Now, I say this because I got confused. That was just me being stupid. But anyway, we got information. His name is Thunderous Dragon, Triumph Dragon. Overall, I do like the way he looks. Abilities: activate on Vanguard Circle once per turn. Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to one card with the same card name as this unit. Reveal it and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck, and this unit gets power plus 10k until end of turn. Now, this coincides with the new ability for the energy glyph, or not energy glyph, energy crest, I'm sorry. And how its ability is to basically just you accumulate energy, I think +3 every time you ride. So yeah, so this kind of helps balance off that ability. Plus it also activates Persona Ride. So there's a lot that can be used from this. Now, its auto ability: Vanguard Circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost Energy Blast 4. That's the main mechanic of this deck. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. This unit gets power plus 5k and 1 critical until end of battle. This is not bad. This is actually not a bad skill, especially for a trial deck. So I was going to make a video speculating what their each ability is going to be, but yeah, it's a bit late for that now. Either way, yeah, I was hoping there would either be a critical +1 or a drive +1 in the trial deck versions of everything. But this ability does seem to be on par with Dragon Empire's usual, MO. So yeah, cards included in Quick Start deck. Those marked with a card will be printed in the upcoming booster sets with actual ability card text. So let me explain what this means. Also, cards with a numbered mark are used to be references when you watch the upgraded tutorial video, and that gets released together with the Quick Start decks. So they're creating a whole actual, the whole Quick Start decks with their own video explaining how the game works. Now, I do kind of like this. I do like that ability. However, what I do not like per se, before I say I don't like it, let me just explain. What they're doing here is they're making the trial decks necessary for new players to get into the game with the new energy abilities and things, but they're making it also a requirement for them to get the upgrades in the first booster pack in order to make the decks playable. In some cases, I can kind of understand this, because think about it, in the start decks for the Dragon Empire. The Dragon Empire start deck from Overdress. Basically, if you would have gotten that one and then just literally any other, and just picked any set and just went with that set and just got all the rares and stuff, you theoretically could build a deck from scratch using the start deck and that booster set. I'm sorry. However, at least with those start decks, those start decks did have skills. So I don't know if they're trying to make it so you don't necessarily need to get the trial deck skills in order to have a fully functioning deck. But either way, I can understand not wanting to waste these kinds of cards, but that also brings into the question, what are the booster packs going to have? Are the boosters going to have this dragon as one of the normal rares? And if so, then what's the point of getting a trial deck if you're just going to get everything in the... Yeah, you guys get my point. Anyway, so moving on, we can see this is the entire deck list. Just, so what? There's the main card, and then there's the main ride line. All vanillas, except each vanilla does have a skill, and I will get into that in these ones. It just be easier. Basically, these are the only cards that are going to be in the deck that you're seeing right now that are going to have skills in the set, in the booster set. Everything else is just vanilla. Anyway, so y'all can see these, which I do like the design on a lot of these, but yeah, going into it, we can see ride line cards with printed abilities. Grade 0, Blade of Hot Air, Aldat, yeah, whatever. Auto, when rode upon, you draw a card, if you went second. Grade 1, Thunderous Flame Beast, Caralier. Now, let's see. Auto, when this unit is rode upon by Thunderous Spark Beast, Kittenrise, cast Energy Blast 2 and draw a card. Continuous rearguard circle during your turn if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater with Triumph Dragon in its card name. This unit gets power plus 5k. So, super basic ride line stuff. Grade 2, Thunderous Spark Beast, Kittenrise. When this unit is rode upon by Triumph Dragon, by a card with Triumph Dragon in its card name, you may call this card to rearguard circle. If you did not call, energy charge 3. Now, it says with Triumph Dragon in its card name. I'm wondering if the boosters are going to do like what Wildress did, where their trial decks were basically just trial decks, and then you got your main cards from the actual booster sets. So that could be another path they're going with this. But regardless, I continue on. Continuous rearguard circle if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard card with Triumph Dragon, in its card name. This unit gets shield plus 10k. And then the other trial deck cards that are supposed to have skills. Grade 1, Stealth Dragon, Kuden, Musubi, Dragon Empire, Dragon Abyss, Dragon Auto. Okay. Auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your ride phase, you may call it to rearguard as rest. I love this skill, just in general. Gunslinger Dragon, Spin Assaulter. Okay, I give him points for the creativity, if nothing else. Auto rearguard circle once per turn. When your opponent's rearguard is retired by your grade 3 or greater Vanguard's ability, this unit gets plus 10k until end of turn. Not bad. Okay. Auto rearguard circle. When this unit boosts, if your opponent has 2 or less rearguards, cost Counterblast 1 and Energy Blast 2. Draw a card, and this unit gets power plus 5k until end of battle. This is like, okay, I'm sorry. Let me just stop for a second and just comment. This is gonna be like the new Soul Blast, essentially, but not with Soul. It's like Counterblast 1, and then you Energy Blast. Now, do I think adding another like mechanic to Vanguard is a good thing? No, I'm sorry. Just okay. Y'all remember imaginary gifts? That was crazy. I'm sorry. I mean, okay. I guess it's still a thing technically, but then they added gift 2 markers. I mean, by all means, it made the game more complex, but my God, it was no longer user friendly. And so, if Standard's going to be doing this, it's like, I mean, at the very least, I'm just glad it's just a new mechanic overall, but it's a new thing you have to remember to do now every time you ride energy plus this. So It's like going to be stand, draw, ride, energy plus if you rode, and then main phase and attack phase, end phase. It's just gonna be a learning curve, is all I'm saying. Anyway, so, and then the final one. When this card is Stealth Fiend of Throwing Kagechi. When this card is discarded from your hand during your ride phase, cast Soul Blast 1 and draw a card. Okay. Now, why they couldn't have just put these in the start deck? Well, like I said before, it was to maximize sales for booster packs. Yep. Now, if I may give my final thoughts real quick, I can't say I hate this strategy. Now, okay, now y'all can hate me in the comments all you want, but just hear me out. Bushiroad, in the beginning, they would only put one of each main grade 3 and special unit that was supposed to be in there. They didn't give you any shields, and they just... You got vanillas, and that'd be like probably like the best you could do with your deck. There were like maybe a few cards with some interesting abilities, like thinking back to like the original first 3-4 trial decks of the series, of like the original series. You would have to buy 4 of them, and I think 4 of them like went in, even back then I think they were pretty expensive, like $15 to $20 each. So that's right there, $80 you'd be dropping just to have a fully playable deck. We went from that to the start decks of of Overdress for like $5 for a fully playable deck, and that was awesome. I loved that. I still love that. And now we kind of just tiptoed backwards into this weird middle ground. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not like they're rehashing their old system. They're at least giving us 4 copies of the main grade 3, and they are still doing things. Like they're giving us shields. They're giving us, heal triggers. At least they're giving us heal triggers like people. Imagine the game if the start decks didn't come with heal triggers. No, do not take that idea, Bushiroad. Please do not actually do that. I will... I don't know. Regardless, you guys get my point. The decks could be worse. And if you do think about it, say you were in late, this is another problem I do tend to see myself having, is if you get into the game late and you buy the trial decks after, say, the 3rd or 4th booster set of the series is out, there's usually support for the trial deck there, and you don't even need half the cards that come with the trial deck. You just mainly need the ride line and the grade 3. Now, this still doesn't excuse the fact you will need the ride line cards from the first booster set, but by all means, you probably could just buy those as singles. And honestly, I don't know. I'm really trying hard to see this from a long-term perspective thing, because right now we are just kind of just looking at this from a short-term perspective, thinking that this is just a terrible strategy. They're just going to tank it. But I don't know. Just, yeah, they could have done this better. They could have done this way better. I don't know if they're going to just keep putting in the ride lines as tokens or whatever. I don't know. But regardless of all that, yeah, just I really don't know. I really don't know what else to say. I might be coping a little bit. I could be huffing in that copium like it's freaking weed or whatever. But this is just my 2 cents on the matter. So yeah. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and subscribe. Wait, what? Like, subscribe, and comment. I'm sorry. It's still early. I'm still processing what I saw. I got excited for a second, thinking they actually walked it back and started putting the skills in the trial decks. Of course, that was naive of me. But yeah, again, I hope you guys liked the video, and yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments, and yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Bye.